I would change the college football playoff from a 12-team model to a 14-team model. In a 14-team model, there would only be 2 byes, which I think would be good for the sport rather than the 4 that we have now, and we could get away from this idea that just the 4 best conference champions would receive byes. Okay, now, in a 14-team model, I do believe we could also define the criteria for how you get into the playoff. All right, and I just want you to understand, as I'm fixing the playoff, I have things like elevating the regular season in mind, defining a pathway to the playoff. I think that we need to elevate the prestige of our champion. I think that we need to expand the access and engagement for more fan bases around the country as it relates to the playoff. So as we go through all of these things, that this is what I have in mind with this model. A 14 team model, I think, addresses some of those issues that I just talked about. So 14 teams, this is what it would look like in my estimation. You would have automatic qualifying spots per conference, 4 in the SEC, 4 in the Big Ten, 2 in the ACC, and 2 in the Big 12. That leaves 2 more. Obviously, Notre Dame would have a chance to automatically qualify, and then you would still have the group of 5 representative. Those are important ways to define the way that we get into the playoff. Now, how would that happen? Through qualifying games. That's right. We would play our way into this thing. It would not be a committee just assigning all these at-large spots. Now, I know some of us love that subjective, argumentative nature of what goes on in college football at the end of the year, but let's face it, I think it would be healthier, much healthier for the sport if we had defined criteria like automatic berths and we knew exactly how those automatic berths were going to be handed out. Think of all of those games that we would be seeing on conference championship game weekend. It would be incredible. It would mimic the first round of the NCAA basketball tournament. We would see upsets, we would see blowouts, we would see home field environments on campus with everything on the line, with teams that you wouldn't normally think would get an opportunity for that type of a game. I think it would expand the meaningful access. It would expand the meaningful fan experience for teams across the spectrum.